Hi there, it's Marcy Venezia from Gleeworks Holistic Coaching. Today I'm going to be talking about depression and anxiety. It's no laughing matter, absolutely not, but there are so many techniques and ways that you can shift your mindset about depression and also feel a whole lot better. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about those strategies. The first thing is, hold on. A little story about me. When I was little, probably middle school age or, in middle school, I was depressed. I was literally depressed. But I didn't know it. It was just kind of the way life was. And so I did things like I didn't want to see people. I didn't see my friends for very long. And so I grew up that way. And there was nobody really to help me. I went to a psychologist at one point, and he wanted to hear about all my problems. And I didn't want to talk about my problems. One, because they were so huge that I would just break apart and fall into pieces. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get on with my life. So I ended up having to solve that for myself. And so what I want to do is teach you some of the strategies that I used to solve and get out of my depression. And I've got a very, very different point of view about depression, and I'd love to share it with you. So are you game? All right. So there are There are 7 stages to helping you understand depression and think differently about it. The first is to change your physiology. Did you know that your physiology is responding to your depression and vice versa? So if you understand what your physiology is when you're in a depression, you can find ways to get out of that depression just by shifting your physiology. For instance, like going for a walk. Yeah, I know, it seems so simple, but there's more to it. The second is a mind shift that opens the doors to possibilities. Everybody thinks depression is bad, but in fact, depression is a very, very important part of the ebb and flow of life. It's a time to step back from your life and recharge and think about things and shift your life around without having to worry about what other people are going to think right now. The only problem is, if you're worried about what you think, that can be awful. So you need to embrace the ebb and flow of life and use that time of depression to help you choose what you're going to be later on. Now, so you've got to embrace the ebb and flow of life. The fourth step is here's a secret. You're a terrible judge of who you are. Get out of the business. You have no right to determine whether you're a good or bad person. 4. 5, you need to live with success habits. Live in the gift. You want to be involved with gratitude and prayer and appreciation for others and recalling the good. We can talk about that more in our program. The 6th is epiphany and forgiveness. Did you know when you realize that you've made a dumb mistake, that the next step is that you have to forgive yourself? Yeah. And if you're feeling like you made a dumb mistake, you should be congratulating yourself because you know what? You've realized it. That's super cool. And the last one is laugh. Find ways to have fun. This is really critical. What are we here for? Are we here to have a miserable life or a good life? Anyway, Marcy Venezia, Gleeworks Holistic Coaching. And I hope you'll join me on this journey from depression and anxiety to joy and hope.